Well, good evening and welcome to this night number 9 of the Remote Darts League. It's brought to you by FSB, the sports betting and gaming platform supplier. And I hope you've all had a great weekend. We're losing track of what day it is here. All we know is it's day 1, day 2, day. We've just counted our days through regarding the Remote Darts League. It's the easiest way. And this is League Night number 9, which will complete the league phase. I'm in new surroundings. This looks very nice, but it's the same format as always. 10 great players taking on each other over the best of 12 legs. We have 5 matches for you to enjoy, and these 5 matches will complete our league table, leading into tomorrow night's semi-finals and final. So if we have a look at the league table and reflect on last night's results, this is how it stands. Last night, Alan Norris defeated Dean Winstanley by 7 legs to 2. That puts Alan in 7th place in the table. Then we saw a whole host of 7-5 results. Gary Robson, a 7-5 winner over John Walton. That puts Big Robbo 6th with an outside chance to qualify mathematically. It'll be tough, but mathematically, it's possible. Darryl Fitton, a 7-5 winner over Paul Hogan. Darryl's in 5th, and he can qualify with a win this evening. Paul, his opponent last night, is in 2nd place. He's not quite over the line yet. He still has work to do this evening, potentially. Tony O'Shea, a 7-5 winner over Wes Newton. Tony's up to 3rd, but again, he may still have work to do, depending on other results. And James Richardson is top of the league after a 7-5 win over Jim Williams. So Jim in 4th place, looking over his shoulder a bit, whereas James out and clear, 13 points, and the only man so far guaranteed to be in tomorrow's semi-finals. So we start with an excellent match. We have the dazzler, Darryl Fitton, the 5th place player in the league, taking on ruthless James Richardson. So a quick word with the two players as we lead into the match this evening. James, a little bit of pressure off this evening. The one thing you do know is you will be taking part in tomorrow's semi-finals, top of the league.
Yeah, I'm happy to get into the top 4 going into tonight. But I still got a job in hand. Got Darryl, and I want to finish top of the league. So I'm not letting up. I'm going for it.
That's good to hear. And Darryl, your results the last 3 nights, you've picked up 5 points out of 6 the last 3 nights. You have given yourself a chance to qualify for the semi-finals. Need a win here.
Yeah, I'm all ready for it. Looking forward to it tonight.
Good. Well, we're not going to keep you too much longer. Just a mention on your head-to-head, though. Do you remember playing each other? I found 1 result from a Grand Slam qualifier. That's it.
Yeah, that's when I
that's the only time,
yeah.
That one went to Darryl, but it was back in 2014.
I was up in Wigan, if I recall.
Yeah, that's right.
One of the homes of World Darts. Well, guys, we'll let you get warmed up. We'll have a chat again after the match, whatever happens. We're all set for a great evening ahead. Here we have Darryl Fitton taking on James Richardson. And to follow, Paul Hogan. He's going to take on John Walton. Dean Winstanley takes on Jim Williams. Gary Robson takes on Wes Newton. And Tony O'Shea, the final match of the evening against Alan Norris. All of our matches are played over the best of 12 legs. So we can see 6-6 draws. We've seen a few of those in the past 8 days, but it's the first man to 7 that will put 2 points on that league table. And that's what they're both gunning for. And when the practice starts are over, it will be Darryl Fitton that starts the match.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, gentlemen. Last 3 for James.
Yeah, I'm ready.
First leg is Darryl to throw first.
The best one.
Game on.
$140.
$140.
$30.
$140.
96.
131.
65.
James, you require 90.
3 darts.
For that.
Yeah, hit the 4, but treble 18, double 16. Takes the leg in 12 darts for James Richardson. Second leg, James to throw first.
$60.
180.
First of the match goes to Darryl.
140.
100.
140.
55.
James requires 161.
136.
98.
James, you require 25.
And 2 darts.
Game shot on the second leg to James Richardson. 14 darts there. Third leg, Darryl to throw first.
$57.
81.
Oh. $140.
123.
41.
180.
And that.
One apiece now in this match.
$78.
James, you require 117.
77.
40.
James requires 40.
2 darts.
Game shot on the third leg to James Richardson. 14 darts once again. The fourth leg, it's James to throw first.
180.
Marvellous. Second, 180 for James.
140.
55.
100.
125.
140.
James requires 141.
87.
Darryl requires 121.
42.
James requires 54.
3 darts.
Game shot on the fourth leg to James Richardson. Fifth leg, Darryl to throw first.
$81.
55.
100.
100.
99.
41.
140.
145.
Darryl, you require 81.
41.
James requires 160.
85.
Darryl, you require 40.
0.
James, you require 75.
3 darts.
He's found the double top. It's game shot and the fifth leg to James Richardson. Sixth leg, James to throw first.
100.
80.
$93.
$180.
2 apiece in this match.
$174.
$77.
James, you require 134.
$53.
Darryl requires 164.
$60.
James requires 81.
Three darts.
Oh, what a brilliant shot there. 2 double 18s after the treble 3. It's game shot on the 6th leg to James Richardson. 7th leg, Darryl to throw first.
$85.
$46.
$140.
$58.
$95.
$135.
$135.
$90.
Darryl, you require 46.
$38.
$60.
Darryl, you require 8.
Get it. 1 dart.
It's game shot on the 7th leg. Crowd go wild. Darryl Fitton. 8th leg, James to throw first.
$83.
$76.
$95.
$134.
$100.
And 30.
$53.
$57.
James, you require 170.
105.
$180.
Goes 3-2 ahead in that department, but James requires 65.
61.
Darryl, you require 24.
Yeah, 18.
James, you require 4.
2.
Darryl, you require 6.
Game shots in 2 darts.
Oh, the best double on the board. It's there for Darryl, the 8th leg. 9th leg, it's Darryl to throw first.
$85.
58.
100.
134.
135.
139.
24.
James, you require 170.
82.
Darryl, you require 157.
84.
James requires 88.
63.
Darryl requires 73.
10 shot in 3 darts.
It is there. It's the ball. It's Darryl with a 9th leg. 10th leg, it's James to throw first.
$140.
125.
85.
140.
140.
45.
James requires 136.
72.
40.
James requires 64.
3 darts.
It's game, shot, and the match to James Richardson.
Well done, James. Great. Well done. First
Come
few
back and
days.
join us, guys. Oh, Darryl. I mean, the start, my goodness. There was nothing wrong with your scoring, but James went off like a train.
I know, 12, 14, 14. Brilliant. Typical. So player he is. So confidence, he's already through, I suppose, relaxed a little bit. It could have gone either way. He could have relaxed too much, but like he said at the beginning, he wanted to finish top, and he has done. Congratulations. Brilliant.
Yeah, lovely words, Darryl. Commiserations to you, because you've stuck in there the whole way through. A lot of good players, of course, only 4 can go through. But what are your reflections of it overall? You've played 9 nights in a row, and certainly in the second half have looked really competitive, very sharp.
Yeah, I put a little bit more, not saying there's not the wrong word, a bit more effort into it, but I've been thinking about it a little bit more, and I've done a little bit more practicing, trying to prepare myself. But I've enjoyed playing at home. The good thing about playing in the kitchen, if a dart bounces out, you've got the units to hold on to pick it up. So it was good. Yeah, I enjoy. I mean, I've really enjoyed it. Really.
Well, this is a great way to end your interview, because your camera's collapsed. It's perfect. It's as if you had a professional director there to help you out. What a way to end. Darryl, we've thoroughly enjoyed your company the last 9 days. We will catch a word, though, with the man that finishes top of the league. Whatever happens now this evening, James, that top position is yours. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much, Richard. Yeah, I'm over the moon.
This is brilliant. I love it. The special effects coming from the Fitton household right now are wonderful. James, they're all for you. Now, you're going to go into tomorrow as our number 1 seed, so to speak, and probably the way you played tonight, favourites with the bookies. You've got to be feeling confident picking up the title tomorrow.
I'm feeling confident. It'd be great to win the first ever one. But there's 3 other good players involved in this, and it's going to be a great finals night. Whoever finishes 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night now. As
are we. Darryl, again, commiserations, but congratulations to James. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll be back next here at the Remote Darts League with Paul Hogan taking on John Boy Walton. Well done,
Thanks very much for everything. Thanks, Richard. Well done, James.
Thank you, Darryl.
Cheers, Darryl. Ta-ra, buddy.
Well done, mate.
welcome back to the Remote Darts League, our final league night. All eyes now on the semi-finals and final tomorrow. And we've just seen a win there for James Richardson, 7-3 over Darryl Fitton. So when we look at the league table, James Richardson out there and clear on top. He cannot be caught. He is the number one going into tomorrow's semi-finals. Sadly for Darryl Fitton, he's there in 5th place, so close to qualifying for the top 4. The only man now below the cut that could possibly get in this evening, and it would take a big leg swing. Legs difference would come into play if Gary Robson could win and if Jim Williams was defeated. We have 2 players with us now. One of them can rest assured that he's in the final 4, and the other is trying to make sure that he doesn't finish with the wooden spoon. A warm welcome to Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan, and John Boy Walton. Good evening, gents.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, Paul, you can play now with a little bit of relief after that first game.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Well, I did text James this afternoon on Facebook. I mean, do us a favour, and he did.
And John Boy, we saw some good form from you against Big Robbo, didn't we?
Yeah, he seemed to pick up a little bit. I texted James this afternoon as well. I said, "You're lying." Well, Dean Winstanley lied to me. He said, "Bottom 4 qualified."
Sadly not. I haven't checked the small print, John, but that's one rule I've not seen. You can pick up 1 or 2 more points.
Anyway.
Yeah, you can pick up 1 or 2 more points. It's a free roll for both of you now, and a match we're both going to enjoy. You're both going to enjoy, I'm sure. I look back at the record books. Paul Hogan, cast your mind back. Do you remember winning the British Classic in Kettering back in 2005?
Yes.
You beat John Boy on the way.
Did I?
You
I
did.
don't remember.
Yeah.
No, I beat
now,
Gary in the final.
So that could be a good omen. If you can get a win this evening, maybe that'll take you on to the title tomorrow. Who knows?
Well, I played John Boy in a counter game. I was playing for Hampshire at the time, and he walked into the club and he went, "There's no one in here to beat me tonight." And he beat 3-0.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Remember that, John?
Yeah, I remember that, mate. I remember us playing in the Isle of Wight years ago.
Yeah, years ago, yeah.
Yeah, how long you been with Ange now?
Too long.
Well, it's longer than that,
years.
mate. It's longer than that.
Hang on a minute. This is the Remote Darts League, not this is your life. Gentlemen, let's get you both warmed up.
Not a problem.
A match we're looking forward to. We'll talk again after the game, but we're going to concentrate on the darts for now. As I've mentioned, James Richardson, 7-3 over Darryl Fitton. And coming up after these 2, we have Dean Winstanley taking on Jim Williams, Gary Robson against Wes Newton, and the final match of the evening, well worth staying with us for, Tony O'Shea taking on Alan Norris. So here we go. Once again, the best of 12 legs. Could we see a 6-6 draw? Or the first man to 7 will be our winner. When the practice darts are over, Paul, it will be your darts.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, ready. All the best,
So
Paul.
the first leg is
All the best,
Paul
John.
to throw first. Game on.
$55.
85.
140.
60.
55.
45.
100.
59.
Paul requires 151.
£151, 3 ducks.
What a beautiful checkout to start this match. A 151 to Paul Hogan. Second leg, John to throw first.
£81.
45.
97.
76.
85.
85.
100.
137.
John, you require 138.
Good. 82.
Paul requires 158.
140.
John, you require 56.
In 2.
Game shot on the second leg to John Walton. Third leg, Paul to throw first.
$100.
41.
100.
96.
180.
The first of the match goes to Paul Hogan.
$45.
Paul, you require 121.
$103.
123.
Paul, you require 18.
18, 1 dot.
It's game shot and the third leg to Paul Hogan. Fourth leg, John to throw first.
$85.
100.
60.
40.
180.
One apiece on the 180 count.
140.
60.
121.
John, you require 116.
Yeah, good to that. $42.
Paul, you require 100.
Uh, 60.
John, you require 74.
$34.
Paul, you require 40.
41 dart.
It's game shot, and the fourth leg to Paul Hogan. Fifth leg, Paul to throw first.
$95.
$100.
$43.
$100.
$45.
$99.
$140.
$121.
$140.
John, you require 81.
$83.
It's the bullseye. Game shot, and the fifth leg to John Walton. A break back, so sixth leg is John to throw first.
$60.
$100.
$58.
$55.
$140.
$140.
$139.
$100.
John, you require 104.
Uh,
88.
72. 88. Yeah, thanks.
Paul, you require 106.
15. Oh. 38.
John, you require 16.
Ian 1.
Game shot, and the sixth leg to John Walton. Seventh leg, Paul to throw first.
140.
100.
100.
180.
180, number 2 for John Boy.
41.
81.
100.
John requires 140.
100.
Paul requires 120.
60.
John requires 40.
No score. Oh, no 5 left. Sorry. We're in the double.
Yep.
36. Sorry.
36
Sorry about
gone.
that.
Paul requires 60.
60. 2
Well,
And
dollars.
it's certainly 60 scored. It's the double top. Game shot on the 7th leg to Paul. 8th leg, John to throw first.
Oh, 64.
140.
140.
81.
60.
95.
43.
95.
85.
Paul, you require 90.
60.
John, you require 109.
77, 87, 93.
Paul requires 30.
33 darts.
It's there. The 8th leg goes to Paul Hogan. 9th leg, Paul to throw first.
100.
81.
60.
85.
60.
140.
140.
65.
Paul requires 141.
105.
John, you require 130.
Yeah, good. 30.
30 scored. Paul, you require 36.
No score.
John, you require 100.
90.
Paul, you require 36.
Oh dear. 18.
John, you require 10.
Ah, 6.
Paul requires 18.
82.
It's game shot and the 9th leg. Paul Hogan. 10th leg. John to throw first.
Yeah, come on. 45.
55.
70.
95.
96.
81.
60.
80.
85.
140.
John, you require 145.
34.
Paul, you require 50.
34.
John, you require 111.
72.
Paul, you require 16.
16 in one dart.
It's game shot and the match to Paul Hogan.
Unlucky, John.
Won't trust in the board. Never mind.
John, we'll start with you. The last couple of nights in particular, you've seemed so much more relaxed and free-flowing. Is that a result of playing 9 days running in the Remote Darts League, or was it just a case of relaxing because of your position in the league?
I think I've been taking ibuprofen for my shoulder pain, so that could have had something to do with it. But I've just relaxed and tried to play through the pain. But I wasn't trusting the dartboard there. You might have noticed some of them were a bit loose.
Yeah.
But so yeah, obviously that affects how you're throwing. But Paul played brilliant. You know, I thought I gave him a game.
Well, indeed. In fact, from 3-3, you had darts in every single leg leading up to the end of the match, so it could have gone the other way.
It could have done
double.
Yeah.
And well done as well, John, for getting the shoulder mention in. That completes the bingo card for the week. Well done.
I had to get it in again, didn't I? Never mind.
Absolutely. But hey, we've enjoyed your company all 9 days, John. Thanks for being part of the Remote Darts League. And as you've already said, congratulations there to Paul. Paul, you do finish second in the league table. Now, whatever happens, you can't be caught on legs difference. 1 point behind the leader. And I'm sure you're full of confidence now going into the semi-finals tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've really enjoyed these last 9 days, and whoever I get, you know, I'll try and pull a performance in.
Yeah, well, it looks like you're going to be facing either Tony O'Shea or Jim Williams. There is potential Gary Robson could sneak in as well, but I think he would face James Richardson. So it looks like it's between O'Shea and Williams for you.
Oh, well. Love to beat it.
Yeah, it's going to be good whatever happens. You've had a great series so far, Paul. Congratulations on this evening. Commiserations, John, but we've enjoyed your company, as I say.
I've thoroughly enjoyed the 9 days. Let's do it again. I loved every minute of it. And we're with such lovely people, such great friends, and it's been played in the sportsman-like way, honourably and everything. It's been absolutely brilliant. And you have been a star, Richard. Thank you very much for carrying us through the games.
Yeah. That's very kind of you, John. I appreciate that. We will say good night to John Boy. We will see Paul tomorrow. From the Remote Darts League here, we must move on because next up it's Dean Winstanley taking on Jim Williams. Cheers, gents.
Well played, Paul. Yeah. All the best.
Hello, John.
Take care, mate.
You still finish above, Dean?
Yeah, I hope so. If he wins.
Yeah, good evening and welcome back to day 9 of the Remote Darts League, our final league night of the campaign before we head to the semi-finals and final tomorrow. Let's have a look at the league table after our first couple of games. And the two that are top of the table there, both with 7-3 wins. James Richardson over Darryl Fitton and Paul Hogan over John Walton, which means they are both safely there in the top 2 positions. They cannot be caught. James at number 1, Paul at number 2. We do have now the number 4 ranked player coming into this, Jim Williams, taking on the man at the foot of the table, but who could climb above John Walton with a result here, Dean Winstanley. So both of you all to play for. Dean, how are you feeling coming into this one, the 9th and final league game?
It's quite weird. I feel really a lot better tonight, and I don't know why. I think it's because I've been looking forward to this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure you have. You two have been instrumental behind the scenes in looking after all the players and getting everything sorted out for the Remote Darts League. So, Jim, a special one to end with, quite fitting, I suppose.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we play pairs together and all, so we know each other's games. So hopefully it'll be good for everyone tonight.
What about your head-to-head record? Have you met much in competition?
We've never played each other.
No, I couldn't find anything either. So, yeah. Well, let's enjoy it tonight then. We won't keep you any further, gents. We'll get on with it. We'll have a chat again after the match, whatever happens. But let's get some practice darts flowing. So just a reminder of the situation here. Any kind of result for Jim will secure his top 4 place. Any negative result means that Gary Robson could be in with a chance. It's a mathematical possibility, a long shot, but it's not over yet. So still all to play for here. And I know Dean would love to climb up the table and overtake his Yorkshire rival, John Boy. Best of 12 legs, as always. That means the first man to 7 would pick up 2 points, or we could be looking at a 6-6 draw. Let's find out. When the practice starts are over, Dean, it'll be your turn to start.
Yep. I'm ready.
All set, gents?
Yeah, good luck, Tino.
Good luck, Jim, lad.
So first leg is Dean to throw first. Game on.
Dean. 26.
$180.
What a start for Jim.
$60.
$40.
$60.
$140.
$80.
Jim requires 141.
Oh, game shot, 3 darts.
Well, a wonderful 1-4-1 there from Jim Williams to take the first leg. Second leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$100.
$81.
$68.
42.
$140.
100.
59.
66.
Jim, you require 134.
58.
30.
Jim requires 76.
12. 41.
85.
Jim, you require 45.
8 shot. 2 darts.
It is game shot on the second leg to Jim Williams. Third leg, Dean to throw first.
$96.
100.
140.
100.
45.
140.
100.
Jim, you require 161.
45.
Dean requires 120.
66.
Jim requires 116.
24 left.
92. Dean requires 54.
34.
Jim requires 24.
12.
Dean, you require 20.
Game in 1.
Game shot on the third leg to Dean Winstanley. Fourth leg, Jim to throw first.
100.
81.
80.
70.
100.
140.
140.
32.
Jim requires 81.
'Game shot, 3 darts.
Yeah.
Game shot on the 4th leg to Jim Williams. 5th leg, Dean to throw first.
Oh, come on, silly. 64.
140.
140.
140.
60.
60.
44.
Jim, you require 161.
90.
93.
Jim, you require 71.
31.
Dean requires 100.
60.
Jim, you require 40.
30.
Dean requires 40.
Game in 1.
It's game shot and the 5th leg to Dean Winstanley. 6th leg, Jim to throw first.
$100.
95.
140.
100.
100.
140.
Jim, you require 161.
90.
150.
Jim requires 71.
3 darts.
Yeah, completes the 71 checkout this time. The 6th leg to Jim. 7th leg, Dean to throw first.
59.
100.
22.
100.
45.
60.
'Oh, come on, man. 40.
121.
100.
Jim requires 120.
80.
85.
Jim, you require 40.
3 darts.
It's game shot. And the 7th leg to Jim Williams. 8th leg, Jim to throw first.
136.
41.
60.
85.
140.
95.
90.
60.
Jimmy requires 75.
35.
50.
Jimmy requires 40.
30.
Dean requires 170.
If this goes, I'll paint prize money myself. $58.
Jim requires 10.
It sounded good, Dean.
Cheers, Jim.
Oh, what I was in. 6.
Dean, you require 112.
60.
Jim, you require 4.
Game shot. 1 dart.
Yes, the 8th leg to Jim Williams. 9th leg, Dean to throw first.
$40.
55.
55.
140.
96.
100.
85.
138.
47.
Jim requires 68.
Game shot. 2 darts.
Yeah, the treble 12, the double 16 it is game shot and the match to Jim Williams. Well, come and talk to us, gentlemen. Dean, I know that wasn't the performance or the result you'd hoped for, but I'm sure you're going to want to reflect on the not just tonight, but the past 8 days as well with the Remote Darts League.
It's, you know, something I have to take my hat off to Jim and yourself and the boys just to have the invite to this. I thought Jim was taking the biscuit when he told me about it. I was like, come on, Jim, now, I'm all on throwing 3 darts in the board. And he went, why not? And I've enjoyed every minute of it. And I do believe I'm not going to do a John Boy and speak about what's happening because he's done it every night. But after 9 days, it's took its toll. And I think I'm ready for the yard to be fixed up again, really, to go and get fixed again. But no, amazing job, been honoured to be in it, and I've loved every minute.
Well, good to hear, Dean. We've enjoyed your company as well, and we've certainly enjoyed the darts of Jim Williams. Jim, that has, of course, secured your place in tomorrow's semi-finals. You're currently sat in third. We don't know yet the Tony O'Shea result, of course, so you could be taking on either James Richardson or Paul Hogan, but you're definitely in the semis.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice to get there. I think it's anyone's game. It is. This format and the situation we're in is a good leveler for everyone. I don't think. Like, I know I was favourite at the beginning, but it's difficult in here. So you never know what's going to happen. But we'll give it a go.
Yeah, that's part of it. We really look forward to it. Guys, we want to thank you both for your participation in the last 9 days. We say goodbye to Dean. Jim, we will be seeing you tomorrow. But cheers to both.
Thank you.
And
cheers.
We'll carry on with the Remote Darts League.
Well done, Dino.
Well done, Jim.
Next up, Big Robbo and Wes Newton. They're next. Welcome back to night number 9 of the Remote Darts League. It is brought to you by FSB, the sports betting and gaming platform supplier. And we're looking forward to our 4th match of the evening. Big Robbo, Gary Robson, taking on Wes Newton. But before we speak to the players, a quick look at our league table. And we can see that Jim Williams has now secured his place in the semi-finals, and we now know our top 4. The only thing that remains to be seen is whether Tony O'Shea can get another result and jump ahead of Jim Williams. Gary Robson came into tonight with a slim chance mathematically if things went his way before playing now of getting in the top four. But of course, the results have transpired with Jim getting that win that Gary can't qualify. But Gary, you must have been pleased with your performances in the last few nights to even give yourself a chance of getting in tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I really enjoyed it. You know, even the games that I lost, I felt, you know, I played quite well. The boys played really well against us. Like you say, mathematically it was possible, but I've been keeping one eye on it, and everyone's just held their nerve brilliantly and won. So I think if I win, I can go into fifth, though, can't I?
You can. I was just going to say that to you. Yes, you can. You can finish a point off the top four, which would be, that's something to shoot for right now. And Wes, you've been similar, haven't you? You've been assessing your performance the last few nights. So again, something to build on if you get a good performance this evening.
Yeah, definitely. Every night I'm playing. Obviously, the last few nights I've been playing for pride, but every night I'm playing for my own, you know, my own confidence in a way. Trying to get back to where we want to be. So you know, every night's another step. Hopefully, another builder. So yeah, I'll just keep going and you know, trying my best every night.
Yeah, great attitude from both of you. Actually, we've had a lot of positive vibes from the two of you. Have you ever played each other competitively before?
I don't think so.
Any memories, Gary?
I can't remember. I don't know if we played in a pairs once, but that was a long. No, I'd probably say no at singles.
Well, you've both been top players in your respective systems, of course, spent a lot of the top points in your career in separate codes. So it's good to bring you together here this evening. We're really looking forward to it. So let's get some practice darts thrown, guys, and we'll get this match underway for you.
All the best, guys.
Again,
All the best, players,
12 legs, the format. I shouldn't have to remind you of that anymore if you've been watching every single night with us, but 6-6 draws are possible. Or the first man to 7 picks up the win. And we still have one more match after this, don't forget. Tony O'Shea versus Alan Norris. So after these practice starts, it will be Gary to throw first.
Have a good one, guys. All the best, mate.
You too, mate. You too. Okay, Richard, I'm ready when you are.
Great. So the first leg, Gary Robson throwing first. Game on.
$43.
100.
100.
100.
85.
82.
59.
41.
134.
140.
Gary requires 80.
Into.
It's game shot on the first leg, Gary Robson. Second leg, Wes to throw first.
$100.
100.
93.
97.
82.
140.
180.
First of the match, Gary requires 164.
42.
Wes requires 46.
14.
Gary requires 122.
90.
Wes requires 32.
In 2.
Game shot and the second leg. Double 7 to double 9. Third leg, it's Gary to throw first.
$81.
140.
41.
135.
96.
100.
123.
Wes requires 126.
77.
Gary requires 160.
100.
Wes requires 49.
17.
Gary requires 60.
50.
Wes requires 32.
16.
Gary required 10.
Yeah, and 1. Sorry, Wes.
Game shot and the third leg, Gary Robson. Fourth leg, Wes to throw first.
41.
140.
40.
59.
40.
59.
97.
137.
99.
Gary, you require 106.
74.
60.
Gary, you require 32.
In one.
Game shot on the fourth leg, Gary Robson. Fifth leg, Gary to throw first.
$100.
180.
180, number 2 for Wes.
99.
45.
97.
30.
41.
135.
Gary, you require 164.
139.
Lucky Wes, you require 111.
91.
Gary, you require 25.
Into.
Well, so close to the 164, but comes back to the 25 in the fifth leg, Gary Robson. Sixth leg, Wes to throw first.
$85.
41.
44.
55.
100.
100.
140.
135.
Wes, you require 132.
46.
Gary requires 170.
No, 11.
Wes requires 86.
Gaming 3.
It's game shot and the sixth leg to Wes Newton. Seventh leg, Gary to throw first.
$100.
$60.
$100.
$41.
$140.
$60.
Gary requires 161.
$97.
$100.
Gary requires 64.
$39.
$140.
Gary required 25.
25 and 2.
Yeah, the seventh leg goes to Gary Robson. Eighth leg, Wes to throw first.
$78.
$137.
$135.
$140.
$97.
$60.
$58.
Gary requires 164.
Oh, come on. 78.
Wes requires 133.
$16.
Gary require 86.
$61.
Wes you require 117.
$57.
Gary you require 25.
$21.
Wes requires 60.
$40.
Gary, you require 4.
No score.
Wes, you require 20.
Ten.
Gary, you require 4.
Four and 3.
He's found the double one there. Double trouble for both players, but the 8th leg goes to Gary Robson. 9th leg, Gary to throw first.
$100.
100.
57.
140.
23.
60.
58.
60.
60.
Wes requires 141.
129.
100.
Wes requires 12.
Game 1.
Well, so close to the 141, but comes back for double 6 and the 9th leg. 10th leg, Wes to throw first.
$97.
40.
100.
135.
60.
41.
97.
23.
Gary requires 147.
95.
95.
Gary, you require 52.
$52-3.
It's game shot and the match to Gary Robson.
Well done, guys.
Cheers, Wes, mate. And not yourself.
Well, we'll bring the two players in. Wes, not the performance that you'd have hoped for this evening, but hopefully some positive reflections overall with the Remote Darts League.
Yeah, strange tonight. Some of my finishing was like I was missing, but I was missing by a way off, and very frustrating that. But I don't know. I think I dragged Gary down tonight, to be honest. But I felt sorry for Gary tonight. He's been up there all week, and I think he sort of deserved to play for Summit, to be in the top four, and just missed out right at the end. So I feel sorry for Gary tonight.
Cheers, mate.
Kind words, Wes. And Wes, one final word for yourself going on from here, hopefully on the up.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I just want to say thanks to everyone at the Remote Darts League behind the scenes as well. Everyone's done a great job. Thanks to yourselves, Richard. You've been fantastic yourself all week. So I've been really happy to be involved. Really enjoyed it.
Thanks, Wes. Great to have you involved.
Thank you.
And Gary, I'm sure you feel similarly. We've had a good 9 days. Didn't quite make the cut, but you have secured that 5th place finish, just below, I'm afraid.
Yeah, unfortunately, bit disappointed at the night. I not many 140s and nowhere near a 180. Close to a 164, but big scoring wasn't there. But Wes give us a few chances. There was at least 3 legs there. If he hit the double straight away, he would have had them. So quite fortunate to get through the night.
And your reflections on the 9 days overall, Gary?
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, the crack behind the scenes has been brilliant, but yourself and the technical staff, not even I know half of them. It's been run at such a high standard. We've come on at a time, bang, sorted it out. I haven't got one complaint. Been great to be part of it. Absolutely fantastic. That's all I can say.
Well, great from both of you. Gary, Wes, we do say goodnight to you both this evening, but thank you both for your company in your own homes. We've thoroughly enjoyed it the last 9 days.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, indeed.
Cheers, Wes.
Indeed, do tune in. And we have one more match to watch this evening. Tony O'Shea and Alan Norris. Join us for that very soon. So just one more match to be played here in the 9th and final league night of the Remote Darts League. It's all eyes towards the semi-finals and final tomorrow. And to finish things off, we have Silverback Tony O'Shea, who's currently in 4th position. He does know that he's in the semi-finals, but in what position? Will he be 3rd or will he stay in 4th? A man that could play a role in that for sure is Alan Chuck Norris, his opponent here. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Richard.
Good to see you both. Head-to-heads, I've been having a little bit of research. The Welsh Classic Final back in 2009. Any memories of that?
Yeah, pensioner one.
Everything I play is pensioner one, but yeah, I think it was at the Robin Hood camp, wasn't it, mate?
It was indeed. It was indeed.
I vaguely remember it. I vaguely remember.
I remember I travelled all the way from Sweden, got in the final, lost to you, gone back to Sweden, and then 2 weeks later, I'm like, "Where's my points on the BDO ranking?" And I think I missed the Lakeside by 1 point that year. But I'm colourblind, and they had a colour-coded system. So I didn't get any points for it, and I missed out on the Lakeside by 1 point. I was fuming.
No, that's got to be made up, that, seriously. You had a manager, that's got to be made up.
No, I didn't have a manager at that time. I couldn't manage myself there.
It's got to be made up.
That is what I've loved about these evenings, chatting with you two. And it's quite fitting, actually, that two of the chattiest have come together for the very final game. What we'll do is, if I could stop you, Alan, we'll play the darts and then have a good chat at the end of it. How does that sound?
Yeah. Can I just add one thing? I don't know if anybody else got this in the post today. You keep going on about the league table, but I received this. So if I win tonight, I'm still in the last 4. Just so you know.
So the last floor. So that's a plate final. Is that tomorrow before the semis, or?
Yeah, well, I won't be up. Well, I'll go to bed at 8 in the morning. So yeah. Last time I was up this late with you, Tony, I was going to move into Stockport.
When you were moving that double wardrobe. Yeah, I remember that night, mate.
Right. All the best. Let's get on the board.
Game on. All the best, Alan.
All the best, Steve.
Yeah, you know what will happen, Alan? We're going to play this match and you'll win, and then you'll realise that the points don't count.
Does it matter? We've had a great laugh the whole time, haven't we?
Indeed. Now, while you're warming up, you two, I'll just refresh some results from earlier this evening in case anybody missed them. James Richardson, 7-3 over Darryl Fitton. Paul Hogan, 7-3 over John Walton. Jim Williams, 7-2 over Dean Winstanley. So Richardson, Hogan and Williams safely in the top 4. We've also just seen a win for Gary Robson over Wes Newton. And our final match of the league phase, match number 45 in this league, Tony O'Shea versus Alan Norris.
Can we just thank Dean and John Boy for keeping it on schedule tonight?
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
So once the warm-up darts are over, it's going to be Tony that throws first.
With his sneaky darts.
One of the last one.
Screw on the last dart.
One of the last one.
Yeah.
I'm ready when you are, Rich.
Yeah.
It's not often I say this, but can we ask the players for the very best of order, please? First leg, it's Tony to throw first. Game on.
Lee.
All the best, mate. $94.
55.
75.
Oh, number 5. 85.
100.
96.
140.
133.
Tony, you require 92.
$40.
Alan requires 132.
That's close. Oh, number 5. 29.
Tony, you require 52.
$44.
Alan requires 103.
$79.
Tony requires 8.
I don't want to say it, but that's a sneaky last one.
Sneaky last one.
Sorry,
So
sorry.
sneaky first leg, Tony O'Shea. Second leg, Alan to throw first.
Come on, sneaky last. 100.
$100.
Oh, 26.
All in 180.
First of the match goes to Tony.
83.
$60.
Alan. 59.
Tony, you require 161.
$100.
$56.
Tony, you require 61.
Game in 3.
It's game shot and the second leg to Tony O'Shea. Third leg, Tony to throw first.
$60.
Oh, 56.
$100.
Come on. 41.
$140.
I've got more chance of shouting bingo at the moment. $100.
$139.
$135.
Tony, you require 62.
$46.
$46.
Tony, you require 16.
Give me 2.
Game shot and the third leg to Tony O'Shea. Fourth leg, Alan to throw first.
1, 3, 4.
$140.
$180.
That's out.
180 apiece.
That's me. Nearly. 1, 2, 3.
$93.
$140.
Alan, you require 94.
Oh, 84.
Tony, you require 98.
$60.
Alan, you require 10.
Maybe he misses 5s. Oh, I do. In 3.
It's game shot and the fourth leg. Sneaky last start there, Alan.
Sneaky
Fifth leg,
last.
Tony to throw first.
That's 28.
$100.
See. 28.
Consistent.
Different way.
Oh, come on. $60.
$140.
That's. Oh. Kill. 99.
$85.
96. Sneaky last one.
$140.
Yeah.
Alan, you require 146.
Oh, no, sneaky last one.
You have to
114.
show us the last one that it's not there.
No, 114.
Yeah, what a shame. Behind the flights. Tony, you require 80.
$18.2. 16 route.
Yeah, triple 16 and the double. It's the fifth leg to Tony O'Shea. Alan so close to the 146. Sixth leg, Alan to throw first.
We've gone home. Sneaky last, 100.
$45.
Oh. 121.
43.
100.
41.
Come on. 140.
94.
Alan requires 40.
Oh, come on. 30.
100.
Alan, you require 10.
Oh, in 140. No.
No score.
Hit a double.
$100.
Alan, you require 10.
Required bloody miracle. Oh, no score.
No score. Tony, you require 78.
38.
Alan, you require 10.
I'm going for a world record missing doubles here. Come on. Ian 1.
It's game shot and the 6th leg to Alan Norris. 7th leg, Tony to throw first.
Leaky 7 that was.
$55.
Oh, come on. 41. 60.
60.
96.
100.
83.
60.
140.
Tony requires 146.
100.
Alan requires 81.
Oh, 57.
Tony, you require 46.
Game in 3.
Game shot and the 7th leg to Tony O'Shea. 8th leg, Alan to throw first.
Last again, mate. 100.
100.
Ah, 100.
$140.
Sneaky last, 140.
And again, 140.
Alan requires 161.
Close. 137.
Tony, you require 121.
$45.
Alan, you require 24.
In one.
Yeah, the 8th leg to Alan Norris. 9th leg, Tony, to throw first.
Okay. 125.
Oh. 135.
All in 180.
A second 180 for Tony O'Shea.
Just rude. $96.
$60.
Oh, come on. 60.
Tony requires 136.
$88.
$40.
Tony, you require 48.
Nice kiss for that last one. 48 in 3.
It's
No.
game shot. And the 9th leg to Tony O'Shea. 10th leg, Alan to throw first.
Oh, I can't get me 6-point joker now. Sneaky last, 100.
$135.
Get up. 60.
$100.
Is your first score 105?
135, my first one.
All right. Scoreboard went off, that's all. Got it in the air. All right, put it back on. I'll give you that then. Oh, no way. 96.
$94.
Oh, 106.
$100.
Alan, you require 139.
89.
Tony on 72.
I think that's 72, mate. I've killed it on the ball.
Yeah, it's the 7, the 15, and the ball. Game shot and the match. Tony O'Shea.
Rude not to have a sneaky last on the
That
ball.
wasn't a sneaky last one. That was right in the ball.
Gentlemen, come and join us. Alan, we're certainly going to miss you, my friend. We've had commentary from you. We've had sound effects. You even started doing a bit of refereeing in that last league.
Well, I wear my heart on my sleeve, don't I? You know, unfortunately, I've never been beat up so much in my own kitchen in my life. And yeah, as soon as B&Q opens, I've got to go and buy some new replacement doors and stuff. So, yeah, you know, that's the way it goes. No, but it's been a great few nights. I'm back on the board. I've totally enjoyed it. And, yeah, it's given me a bit of motivation to get off the sofa and start practicing every day.
Yeah, we've certainly enjoyed it as well. You nearly gave us 3 bullseyes in that last leg as well. That would have been nice.
Yeah, it was always been nice, but it didn't happen, did it? But yeah, you know, didn't get me sneaky last in, did I?
Exactly. Well, the man that did, Tony O'Shea. You've got a 7-3 win there, Tony. It confirms that you finished the league phase in 3rd position. So it would have been more apt if you got 4th. So you had that sneaky last place. But you're actually ahead of Jim Williams. Ironically, the only person that's beaten you in the last 9 games.
Yeah, it's a bit weird how it's panned out, that the top 4. But I mean, one thing I've noticed watching the games over the week is that the guys who didn't start off the week well, which I mean, it's easy to do, we've all done it, they've come strong at the end of the week and sort of a bit of form. So, yeah, I'm just dead chuffed to have made the finals night. I didn't really expect to be honest, but Alan was saying there about he's done a bit more practice this week. I've mentioned it more than once, and it's definitely paying off. I mean, it is easier playing in your own house. You know, you don't have to. Well, you don't even have to wash if you don't want to. You just do what you want, like that. But I've enjoyed the last 9 nights. It's been brilliant.
Yeah, and Alan, as you say, hopefully this does inspire you going forward. We know you've had a tough time the last year or so, but we want to see you back playing at your very best.
Well, to be honest, it's been about 4 years, Rich, with my knees and my shoulder, and and obviously I've not practiced, but I've put you asked Jill, I've put a lot of work in the last 10 days, 11 days, you know, leading up to it, and I'm actually in a bit of form. It's just a shame there's no big, massive tournament to go to. So, you know, no, I've really enjoyed it. I've loved being part of it, and the crack's been brilliant. I mean, all the 10 lads that's played in it, we've had a bit of a laugh on the games, and yeah, it's been a bit of light relief in bad times. It's been brilliant.
Yeah, Tony, you've certainly been grabbing some headlines. It's always the name that's been mentioned to me the last few days. Wow, isn't Tony O'Shea playing well again? And I'm sure you're testament to somebody like Alan. I mean, Tony, tell us, how much talent does Alan Norris have? I mean, we know we can see him come back to the very top.
Well, you don't make a world final if you're not a class player. I mean, there's quite a few who've been there, done it, not quite got there. I mean, I know it better than anybody, but there's a lot of good dart players around, but it's been nice to see John Boy playing well and Dean playing well. Do you know what I mean? As the week's gone along, I mean, obviously it's been a while since them guys have sort of hit their own heights. I mean, for me, in 2000, 2001, John Boy was the best player on the planet by a mile. And to see him playing well again as the week's gone on, it's been brilliant. And obviously Dean's starting to hit a form. So maybe this lockdown's helped some of us older players concentrate on a bit more practice. And I know for me, it's definitely paid off.
Well, Tony, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Just final word again with Alan Norris, if we may. Alan, when we finally come out of lockdown and back to the tournaments, hopefully a new beginning for you and to get a boost back into your career.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as everybody knows, it's been a tough couple of 18 months. You know, I've been a bit lazy, lost a bit of motivation, but I've really enjoyed this, and it's given me a bit of motivation. You know, I've played against so many legends of the sport, and it's it's just been great, good release, break the monotony. 7 weeks on Tuesday for me on lockdown, and I've really enjoyed it. And maybe we get a bit of self-belief back, and maybe one day Tony's darts will win the World Championship because they lost 3 years in a row. I actually used Tony's darts when I lost to Steve Bunting in the final. And I think my first thing I said was, well, that's the third year on the trot they've lost the final at Lakeside. I've never used him since.
Do you know something, Alan? I've actually been beaten on TV events 4 times with my own darts. My opponents used my darts against me.
Well, I'll stay with you in counties. You give me a set, and I'll beat you first game in Chelsea.
Yeah, I know. And that, Alan, that weekend's going to be in my book when it comes at end of year as well. That was a great weekend.
Oh, legendary.
I'm moving to Stockport. God bless you, Alan. Love it to see you again, bro.
Love you to bits, mate. All the best for the semis in the final.
Thank you, mate.
Guys, chatting with you two has been one of the real highlights for me over the last 9 days. Tony, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We say farewell to Alan. I will ask you both, just while I summarise the league table, to stay with us. Alan, don't turn your phone off and don't put the sausages on yet. I do need to go through the results of this evening before you switch everything off. So stay with us. Gary Robson, a 7-3 winner earlier. We'll have a look at the league table. We can see that Gary Robson was the one that came closest in the end to that top 4. He finished in 5th. Jim Williams, a 7-2 winner over Dean Winstanley. He's in 4th place and is in the semi-finals tomorrow, along with Tony O'Shea, who we've just seen with that 7-3 win over Alan Norris. In 2nd place, Paul Hogan, a 7-3 winner over John Walton. And top of the league phase, James Richardson, a 7-3 winner over Darryl Fitton, top of the league. So that means our semi-finals to be played out tomorrow in the Remote Darts League finals night. James Richardson takes on Jim Williams, and Paul Hogan is the man that will be facing Tony O'Shea. From all 10 players that have taken part in this Remote Darts League, thanks so much for your company and support, and we look forward to seeing the Final 4 in action tomorrow evening. Brought to you by FSB, this is the Remote Darts League. Good evening, and hi-ho.